What's up guys, Jeremiah here from Babbling in My Backyard. In today's video, I'm going to tell you the foolproof way to protect your fish from heron. I've had my share of trials in this, and I've found what doesn't work, and please learn from my mistakes and don't make your own. Unfortunately, it's not that pleasant to look at. The first go of it, I put this fencing material around the edge over the pond. My thoughts were that the heron must have been picking my fish off from the edge of the pond. Unfortunately, that didn't protect me, because later I found I caught the heron in the center of the pond. So then I purchased a net material. I had got this and I hadn't even put it on there yet when I walked into the backyard from the side of the house, and I saw a koya in the pond and it had just spooked and flew off. And so I quickly grabbed this net and pulled it over the whole pond. This is a pretty large pond, so I have to have a pretty big net. The next time I walked into the backyard, I saw the heron again fly off. It had landed on the net and pushed the net down into the water. And then I looked a little closer and found that I had two dead fish that the heron couldn't even eat. So it was able to spear the fish through the net, but it couldn't take them, so it just killed them. It's one thing to lose the fish. It's another thing to lose it for no reason. Not even the heron got to eat. I think they're beautiful creatures. I just really don't want them to be eating my fish. So the next thing I did was, using the same net, I staked the edges. So I pulled it tight and I staked a lot all the way around the edge so that it would hold. After a couple weeks, I noticed it sagging, and then I started to suspect that that heron kept landing on it, and I noticed that a couple of those stakes had pulled out of the ground, so it was getting closer to the water. I never really cared for the look of it when it was over the top of the water anyways. Like, I could sit at my bench and I'm looking through his net like I'm doing right now. So I realized that I needed to get it up off of the water enough that I can sit down on my bench, still enjoying the pond, still enjoying the fish. I rigged up a whole rope system up to the deck and staked it in the back there. So this works. For 2 years I've been doing this now, and I have not lost a fish. The herons still come to my house. They land on my deck. From my bedroom window I can sit there and watch the heron check out the pond, but it can't do anything about it, which is great. I still get to see the heron, and I get to see them fly away and not come back for a while. Then another one will come. The downside: from the deck, I still have to look through the net. From my bedroom window, I still have to look through the net. From the garden on the backside of the pond, I work back there a lot. I still have to look through the net to see the fish. The other thing I see people do is the method of fishing line zigzagged back and forth, creating a more open net. I don't care for this tight of a net, and I've tried to find something as large with more open holes that's not crazy expensive. I don't want little birds kept out. I like the little birds being able to get in there. I like dragonflies getting in there, but dragonflies get caught. They find their way in, but they can't get back out. So I have thought about doing the fishing line nice and high, maybe from the deck across to the other side of the garden, put some poles up higher, and then tying off to them, going all the way to the oak tree. So basically my whole backyard would be a big, wide open spider web of fishing line. With that method, I don't think that the heron could get in, and I know a lot of people do this successfully, so it must work. I don't think that the heron could get in, but also my viewing would be better from the deck, from the garden, and from my bedroom window. Similar to this, if you have a smaller pond, you can buy net hoops or build a hoop over your pond that net would fit on. So basically you're building a structure out of tubing and sitting it on top of your pond and then attaching the net to it. That's great if your pond is small enough, but mine is way too big for me to do that, and it's got some odd shape on this side. Basically, it wouldn't sit flat on anything with these giant boulders over here. Hopefully you guys dug this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for checking this out, guys. We'll see you in the next video.